Great Tupé Bake Off. I'm Lauren Cole, and I will be your presenter this evening. Now, follow me to the Bake Off tent. So here we are, the first step of Bake Off, coming to the supermarket. Here are our 3 contestants. Can you feel the tension? I can. So guys, how are you feeling?
Feeling a bit stressed in case we get the wrong type of sugar
but
or
I
the
feel
wrong flour.
ready. I feel ready for this. And I'm ready to take on any challenges that come my way.
Definitely think I'm going to win this one. I think this competition has been a long time coming. I think the tension in the kitchen has really been rising, and now it's time to show who is really the best baker.
So how's the buttermilk situation?
Oh, that's going to be a challenge.
It's going to be a challenge, but I think
we've got the skills.
Can you rise to this challenge?
I think we can. I mean, I know I can. I can't speak for Isabel, but.
As you can see, the shopping lists are in hand.
Can you?
I've been told that apparently the lemon is heavy for its size. That's how you know that the lemon is the one that you want.
I feel like Erin has a lot of skills that the other contestants don't. Would you agree with that statement, Erin?
You know, I think I've just got a bit more age under my belt, a bit more baking experience. I think I don't quite have the imagination that my contestants do, but I think I'll make up for that with just pure taste. I think my cake will definitely suffice in that department.
Isabel is having trouble. How's it going, Isabel?
Please, I would really appreciate you not filming this right now.
Okay.
I'm making a swimming pool cake and I can't find blue food coloring. Can't have a green pool. But why? So they have red, yellow, green. You can make. Why would they not have a prime colour?
What do you think you're going to do about this problem, Jemima?
No, because this is all the food colourings. I'm gonna have to ask someone, but I don't know why they. Who doesn't have blue food coloring?
Would you like a tissue?
I can't do that. I can't. I'm having a crisis. There's no, I can't find any bicarbonate of soda or baking soda, just something. But that means I'm going to have to ask someone, which is bringing everything to the next level. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I need this baking powder.
Currently, Erin is looking for blueberries. This could be the first serious bump on the road for Erin.
I see the raspberries, but no blueberries.
On the way back, see, why can't we get fresh blueberries? But would you use fresh blueberries? Yeah, no, I want some. Yeah, I think we should now sell these blueberry fruit markets. They all sell fresh blueberries somewhere.
Here, in this desolate landscape of an out-of-town supermarket, have our contestants faced their first, hopefully last, struggle. Isabel, no bicarb of soda. How do you ask for that in French? Jemima, no blue food colouring. She's supposed to be doing a swimming pool. You can't have a green swimming pool. That's grim. Poor Erin, no blueberries for a blueberry cake. Will they rise to this challenge? Find out later on the show.
There's no blueberries. So I'm gonna have to improvise and make a different cake than I'd originally intended to.
How do you feel about that?
Devastated, you know?
Yeah.
It's a big blow.
I'd almost say it's big blue.
There is no blue food colouring because nothing's working with blue today, and I'm really angry about it. That's the primary colour, so why would they make green, not blue, so you can make green if they just gave us blue? and that is a staple. Staple piece of my cake.
So what are you going to do?
Make it green. It's going to be ugly. I'm going to lose.
Could be a pond. You think on that, Isabel?
I, on the other hand, I've got everything I need. So I'm
Well, that's
right
really
on
for
track.
you, yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Boost of confidence.
The bake-off begins. Erin, what are you doing there?
Well, I'm a happy girl, you see, because it seems so. As you know, there was a whole blueberry crisis, but we found these cocktail de fruits rouges, and it seems that the blueberry ratio is quite high. So I bought 4 bags of these, and I am proceeding to sort out the blueberries from the raspberries, from the blackberries, from the cranberries. So things are good.
Do you feel lucky?
I feel very lucky, very grateful. I thank my lucky stars every day.
So, here we are with Jemima.
Hello.
You have big news, Jemima.
I do. We found at the house blue food colouring.
How happy are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
About 1 million. Ha 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 ha.
It's only an hour in and already problems are arising.
Lauren, the mixture is brown and it's supposed to be red because I'm making a red velvet cake and it looks like a chocolate cake.
What do you think we're going to do about this situation?
I mean, what comes to mind is put more red food colouring in, but
Do you think that will affect the flavour?
I think it will because I've had bad experiences of that in the past. So,
What made it turn brown?
well, the mixture that I had to add in was grey. Well, that was because it was white and then cocoa powder, so it was like flour and cocoa powder makes grey.
Well, I think taste it now and then put some more food colouring in bit by
This is
bit
gonna-
and then see if the taste is being compromised, and if it is, well, you're just going
The
to have
only
to
thing
decide
that makes
what's
my
more
cake
important.
special is the redness.
So that's it's very special. It's not just been tension in the kitchen. We have had a rather large controversy about scoring. So, Erin,
Yes.
how do you feel about the scoring controversy?
You know, I think it's just been blown a little bit out of proportion. I think at the end of the day, the best cake's gonna win, and you know, I really don't care whether the originality is weighted more than the taste, or vice versa. You know, I think just let the best baker win.
Well, I've had a lot of arguments with Jemima. I think that as a cake, we're baking cakes today. I think the taste of it is the most important. So I think that it should have more weighting than. But Jemima disagrees and she says they should all be weighted the same because that's how they did it last year. Well, quite frankly, I feel that we should weight them all equally. And I think that's partly because last year mine tasted terribly and I lost.
Right.
So I kind of want to take the weight off the tasting bit. But also, this isn't just make the nicest cake challenge. This is make a really cool cake that looks cool, that tastes good, and that has some kind of wow factor. So just saying, oh, it has to be on taste. No, I disagree. I also feel that Marcus is being strangely invested in this bake-off, which he is not in.
So, Marcus, how would you describe your role in Bake Off today?
I'm one of the judges. I'm the sort of Simon Cowell of the judges. I'm probably going to take it the most seriously, and I am the surprise secret guest baker.
And what will you be baking?
Cookies. Surprise cookies.
Right.
I'm really feeling the time crunch right now because I didn't make enough stuff for my 2 tins, so I need to make a whole nother batch, and people are coming in 50 minutes, and I don't want to be pushed for time when I'm making my secret decorations in the cottage, and whew, It's not so alright.
These work very well.
Is the heat getting to you, Erin?
Very much so. The cheese grater doesn't work. Look at this.
Jemima, why are you in here?
Well, in the oven, the cakes are rising, but in the kitchen, the tension is.
So, Kevin, you have 2 children competing in this bake-off.
Yep.
Does that make you more emotionally invested as a judge?
Possibly, but I think I can deal with that. Someone's cooking a chocolate cake. I think that's all I know.
Any guesses?
What chocolate cake is?
No, who's cooking it?
No.
Who do you think will win the bake-off?
The person cooking the chocolate cake.
Okay, thank you
'Cause I
very
like
much for your
chocolate cake.
time. So, Katie, as a parent of 2 of the contestants in tonight's bake-off, how emotionally invested are you as a judge?
Well, I think it's very important that I'm not, because I have to say, I think it's important that I am completely indifferent to the 3 of them, because it wouldn't be fair on Erin. So I'm going to try and be impartial and just look at the qualities of the cake and the decoration, how it looks, and the taste, and try not to be influenced by the qualities I know that my daughters have and the heartache that will be if they don't succeed. So I'm going to do my best. I'd just like to wish the contestants good luck, and I hope there are no tears in the kitchen. Yet.
So, Marty, how do you feel about the bake-off?
Well, there's an air of anticipation all over Le Tupé this afternoon, and I, for one, certainly share it, as does my faithful dog, Tupé.
Tubby, how do you feel about it?
Good.
So, Jemima, halfway through, how are you feeling?
Well, I burnt my cake a bit, which is never a good start. I think I'm going to have to cut away the edges and the base maybe, so my taste factor is now bad, which only basically means my decoration has to be extra amazing, and I can't change the wow factor now because that's just the concept. Over, they will be wows or they won't be. I can't change that. So really, my decoration is the most important thing I have to do right now.
That's a very pragmatic approach.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that is all pragmatic needs. Thank you. What's the question?
Are you feeling any pressure?
I'm feeling a lot of pressure right now because I think I'm going to get really hated on or slammed for my burnt cake. So I think I'll have to, if I serve it from the middle, cut away the bad bits, which is going to be a bit of a smaller cake. Hopefully I can make it work. But also, the modelling chocolate is a bit more crumbly than I anticipated, and it's becoming a lot harder to work with. So, I mean, it's all up in the air right now. The next couple hours, or 1 hour, I don't have that kind of patience. The next hour or so is really going to determine how it's going to come out.
So, Isabel, midway through, how's it going?
Well, I've come to terms with the fact that my cake's not red. So I think it's just going to, it's kind of chocolatey, so it's just going to be a chocolate cake pop. Which will look good, and then I'll have to make up for it in the decorations. And it still tastes good, so hopefully it'll be okay. But it's just a shame about the redness, because I was excited about that. No, I don't think it's gone as badly as it could have, so I think I'm okay.
Okay. So, Marcus, how are the cookies going?
They haven't started going yet because my contact, who's giving me his mother's cookie recipe, is yet to give me his mother's cookie recipe. So I'm very much down to the roots of baking. I'm going to sort of get the judges to question their preconceptions about what a baking competition should be about. So I don't actually need that much time.
Shazam!
Ta-da! Isabel's cake pops.
So, here we are with the final products. Erin's really enjoying her knife. I feel like she wants to stab maybe the other contestants or maybe their cakes. Who knows? Let's take a look at them.
Talk through the cake.
You can see everything you need to see, Jemima. Don't put yourself down. That's a very visual cake. Okay, Jemima first, how happy are you with your cake?
As you know, I burnt my cake. So it's a chocolate cake with buttercream icing. Why are you laughing? It's a chocolate cake with buttercream icing. Slightly burnt, or hopefully if I cut from the middle, cut off the edges, it'll be alright. It's white chocolate edges with a milk chocolate fondant wooden panelling. White chocolate fondant everywhere else. They have Tupé on a boogie board, Marcus, Floaty, Isabel, I guess. Of course. That's my cake.
Thank you, Jemima. Erin?
You know, I could be happier. I think the something was up with the baking powder. It didn't rise quite the way that I'd hoped, but hopefully, you know, the flavor will make up for the little
Taste is what you
texture.
expected to get out of this anyway. I remember when you were getting the lemons.
So fingers crossed, you know.
Fingers crossed. Isabel?
Well, mine aren't as red velvety as I had expected, but they just turned out to be sort of chocolatey cake pops with whatever these are called. And I'm happy with them. I think they look good.
Brilliant. Shall we take them out?
I think we shall.
It is now the morning after the night before, and I think that the weather pretty much says it all. But let's find out what the contestants have to say about how they think it went.
I think everyone liked the decoration, which was nice, what I was going for.
Yeah.
It tasted a little bit more burnt than I would have liked. I think there was quite an overwhelming charred flavour, so I'm not sure how good they rated me on taste, but I mean it was quite light, unlike last year. Mine was too dense, it didn't rise at all, so I think it was alright, and I think they seemed quite well, but I think the other contestants had really good cakes as well, so I don't really know what is going to happen.
I think it went pretty well. I think all of the cakes had their flaws, but I think it's going to be very, very close. I think each contestant did very well. I was happy with how my cake turned out. It was a little bit too dense, but I think from what I could gather, most of the judges they enjoyed it. So, you know, fingers crossed for the best.
I think I did okay. I think I don't know. I don't think there's a clear winner because I think we all did well in different areas. So I think Jemima did well with the originality and wow factor. I think Erin had a very nice tasting cake, but then she also had really nice presentation, so she might win in those ones. And then I do like how mine looked, but they were a bit messy, so I don't know. And then a couple of people have mentioned how nice tasting they were, so hopefully I've done well in that one as well. But I don't think I've got the wow factor top.
Who do you think won overall?
If I had to predict who won, I think that Erin baked the kind of cake that people would vote for, if you know what I mean.
Well, I don't know. I think it will be very close. I think it was very close.
Okay.
I think there was a wow factor in Jemima's, which will be hard to beat. But the look of Isabel's, I thought, was all sparkly and great, and the taste of Erin's, it was very close. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know the answer. I would have thought perhaps for effort and originality, it might go to Jemima.
I like chocolate cake.
So, there we have it. Now I can exclusively reveal the official results to you. Just to remind you, the three categories were: number 1, taste. Number 2, looks. Number 3 was originality/wow factor. And after the absolutely wild scoring controversy earlier, it was decided that each category should be weighted equally. Now, before I reveal the overall winner, I'm going to give you a breakdown of who won each category. The winner of the taste category, with 8.4 out of 10, pretty darn good, is Clifford-Lueck. Well done, Erin. The winner of the looks category, by just 0.1, is Erin again. Well done. And the winner of the originality/wow factor, with a whopping 9.6 out of 10, is, of course, Jemima. Well done, Jemima. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm just going to do like an X Factor style pause with some awkward looks around the room, so just bear with me. And the overall winner of this year's The Great Tupé Bake Off is Jemima Clifford! Congratulations, Jemima. Thank you to all the contestants for competing and all the judges for giving up their valuable time to eat lots of cake. I hope you enjoyed this year's episode and we'll see you next year. Au revoir!